This has been on my mind for a while, and it does link to one of my what I do videos. It's about eye contact. Eye contact. Can you imagine if I did these videos and I never look straight into the camera? You would think I'm not doing the video properly. Same thing when talking to someone else, especially your parents, mom and dad, auntie, uncle, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister. They to the eye contact does relay information better. In my previous video, it was about the two-way street between instructor, assistant, and the student. Eye contact is the best way to make that route flow freely and easily. If I just talked to the video like this and I said whatever I had to say, you, the viewer now, you would probably turn on your solitaire program. You would probably just I don't know, have another game, Angry Birds, in another window. Now, if I'm staring at the camera, it gives a more personal connection, even though there's a digital link between us, and we're not in person in the same room. So I have a challenge. I have a challenge to improve your communication skills. To improve your communication skills. As much as you interact with anyone, waiters, waitresses, cashiers at school, at department stores, or your favorite restaurant, look them in the eye and practice good manners at the same time. Because I think that the eye contact is good manners. If I'm at the bank depositing money, I do my best to make eye contact with the teller. Once my business is done and they give me my final receipt or the deposit receipt, I look at them in the eye and I say thank you. It nearly makes me cringe when I'm in line at a store, going to the cashier. I'm ready to check out. I'm in line at the bank, and the person, even at the post office. The post office gets me too. They're at the teller. They're at the cashier, and they're talking to someone else. So they're like this to the cashier, then to the whoever it is, that's the one at the table, and they're like, "Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, I need a book of stamps. And then I need a change of address." And they're not giving their full attention to the attendant. It does irk me. So put the phone away. Treat it like a movie theater. Put the phone away. Tell the person to call you back. And take care of the business right in front of you. It's a show of respect. Granted, when I'm out in between classes, I give myself a 5-minute break to answer any questions I can. And at times I do get, I won't say bombarded, but I've had at least, let me put it this way. I've had 3 different people trying to ask me questions in that 5-minute break. Whether it's parents and a student, or students and the parent, any combination of the 3. I've had that at me at one time. and I do my best to look. Okay. This is the answer, and then I go to the next one, and in my head I'm keeping track of who came to me first, because that's the only fair way. Not is the student more important, which in a way that could be what it should be, but I typically take who gets to me first. And to show that I acknowledge that they are there, say a student, two adults, and then here's a tiny student down here, I usually, grab the student, I stand behind them, put my hands on their shoulders so that they know that I know they're there. I'm acknowledging that they have a question, but they're just going to have to wait. They're going to have to wait until I'm done with the other two parents. And I do my best. I do my best. That's why I emphasize, can you just, if it's not important, if you don't need an immediate answer, please use my email. Send an email to me. Or if you do have me on Facebook, go ahead and use the Facebook to send me a message. I do check it frequently. So the challenge is this: cashier, waiter, waitress, friends. Look them in the eye. Take the damn phone, put it away. Look them in the eye. If you are in a circle of friends, make eye contact with the one who's talking. Make eye contact. If they're not looking at you, keep your eyes on them. Okay? Keep your eyes on them. It's a show of respect. So whoever is talking, don't just go ahead and move your head. Don't just move your eyes. Go ahead and move your head. Let them know that your attention is shifting. So I call it good manners. Look them in the eye and acknowledge that you are talking to them or they are talking to you. Look them in the eye. That's a challenge. Even at the drive-thru, this is a good one. Even at the drive-thru, if you happen to, you can't avoid it. You have to go to a fast food drive-thru or Starbucks. Maybe you're a coffee person. Look them in the eye. Speak clearly. And when they give you your order and your change, say thank you. Say thank you. And, this example, I guess I'll use it. Guys, if the cashier is a pretty lady, look her in the eyes. It shouldn't be hard, unless I won't even use that joke. So look them in the eyes and tell them thank you. Tell them thank you. In the eyes, right there. Those of you in college, keep your eyes on your counselor. If you're talking to your counselor, you talk to your counselor with your eyes. Teacher at professor, if they acknowledge you, you raise your hand, yes, look them in the eyes. So the key is, to start having good manners, look them in the eyes. Look them in the eyes. That's a good way to make a good connection. Good connection, good manners, and the information can travel faster. That person can look into your eyes and unconsciously, meaning they're not thinking it, the brain processes it that way. Subconsciously, unconsciously, either figure out that you're true blue or you're a fake. Look them in the eyes. Okay? That's my challenge to you. Students, assistants, or anyone that just happens to watch this video. Look them in the eyes. Which means when you look me in the eyes, you better do it. You talk to me, you look me in the eyes. You talk to me, you look me in the eyes. You say thank you to me, you look me in the eyes. You bow to me, you better look at the floor. This is not Karate Kid. You better look at the floor. Okay? That's all I got today. And see you next week.